Lady Cutler Oval, Northern Conference of Junior State Cup 2023. We have good support here for both Carlingford and Manly. We have a match between Manly 16s boys versus the Carlingford 16s boys. I'm joined in commentary here with Jason Stanton. How are you, mate? How's your day been so far?
Yeah, been doing good. I'm a little bit nervous about Carlingford here, that they're coming up against an absolute powerhouse here in the Manly Seagulls, and they're going to have to really bring their A game. So you can go for Manly, mate. I'm going to be rooting for the Carlingford Cyclones.
You're going for the underdogs, mate. Well, here we go. Time will tell. 25 minutes on the clock. We'll see how this match pans out. And like you said, a very powerhouse affiliate in Manly coming up against Carlingford, and the play's underway. Manly get the tap off, and here we have them working forward, and this is the 11 from Manly, and that would be French. Here's a 4 with the ball in Alexander. Alexander's down for a 4-on-3 play. They dish the ball out, and Alexander sweeps early. He's around, he sweeps, and he dives. No, good defence there by Carlingford. Good start. And I think Manly will get a repeat set. Carlingford never made the line 2 feet. So here we go. We got 9 in Jeros. Jeros dumps the ball. He dives at the line. Ball could be down first. But good touch there once again by Carlingford. So they've started strong here defensively, Carlingford.
Yeah, that was a pretty good save, and Manly run a couple nice plays there to start with. Carlingford do well to hold him out here.
And here's Calms ripping the ball out to the link. He steps back. He dishes the ball back to Calms. And once again, good start by Carlingford. They defended well this first set. And here we have Calms with the ball, and also the 9 in Jeros. Jeros is down. We've got 4 on the sweepers. Alexander. He dives at the line. And that could be play through. Never made the line. So first try to Manly Seagulls. And that would be number 4, Alexander.
Yeah, pretty sharp there from Manly. And even though Cyclones did, scramble quite well and have good talk to start the game, it is ominous signs at how smooth, I guess, or how crisp Manly looked to start the game off.
We must give a little shout out, I think, to our 3 referees here. We've got a bit of a special guest in the referees. It's Nathan Loveday, one of the staff members, filling in because we are a little bit short on referees this weekend. So we're trying to assist where we can to keep all our top-level referees nice and fresh. So we'll see how he performs. We might give him a rating out of 10 towards that back end of this game, Jason.
Yeah, well, Nathan's a very accomplished touch football referee as well as a rugby league referee, so we're going to have the highest standard possible of expectations, and I might have quite a solid critique of Nathan Loveday's game.
And here he comes, Loveday. He's down the sideline, the winger in the 8. Loveday skipped down the road. He's looking fresh. It's like he's never left the field. And here we go, back to the game with Manly working the ball forward. They're recycling the ball, and this is a 3, and they're down the sideline with the 11, and this is French. He's in the corner. Once again, they've opened them up. Good recycling of the ball between the Manly team, and Manly hit the lead 2-0.
Yeah, first-class ball movement there from Manly, and I think maybe being a little bit nervous was probably well warranted because this Manly side's looking really sharp, and Carlingford got their work cut out for them. They just got to try and steady the game a little bit, maybe have a real high completion rate, get up and down the field, just see if they can wrestle a bit of the momentum back from Manly.
Oh, and there's Hodges. He tripped over the ball, but play on, and Manly's very physical with their defence as well, we'll see. And that could be over the mark, but no play on's the call. And here we have the 31, and that is Tate. French with the ball. Tate gets the ball back, and that's the set of 6. So no real attacking pressure there for the Cyclones, but Manly working the ball, and here they go straight through the middle. This is good by the 12 in Elkins, and here we go, the 6. Lil straight through the middle, and here's a 14 to back it up straight away in Gore. They slow the play the ball down. I would like to see him get a quick scoop through off the momentum, but here's a 14 in Gore again. He jumps and steps, and they've found the open man, and that's a 6 in Lil. And I think they've put one on the Cyclones there, but the way they started that set of 6 is very direct, and I did like that from the Manly Sea Eagles.
Yeah, they're absolutely flying. I think they went the whole coast to coast, didn't they? 3 or 4 touches. Yep. They were just flying. Carlingford struggling to get back on side, and Manly, we saw a scoop and then a switch or a cross, a late cross or a late switch, and really hard to defend. Once you've been running backwards for 70 metres, essentially.
So here's Smith with the ball, and the 29 is Ross. Out of half is Ross with the ball, and Smith at half. Here's the 5, and that would be Hayne. 16 on the board is Jordan. Jordan has the ball, and Hayne with the ball. He gets the ball, he tries to get outside. He flicks it back inside. It was on, but the 10 just couldn't control it in Smith, but they did get caught out there, Manly Sea Eagles.
Yeah, Manly probably a little lapse in concentration, and Cyclones could have easily caught them napping there for their first try.
Here we have a bit of a ploy here for Manly to work the ball on the opposite side box. So they're staying on, they're completing their sets through the middle, and they've opened them up once again, but good cover defence by the 32 in Puglisi. Here we have ball down on a sweep, and this is the 4 in Alexander.
Classy.
That's just too easy there. Nicely, Cole just trying to get the scorer's number. That was just a little bit too easy there by Manly Sea Eagles, and that would be Xavier Walsh that puts his name on the scoreboard. We have 4-0 after 5.5 minutes. So they're almost matching the clock here at the moment, the Manly Sea Eagles.
Yeah, you mentioned the drive there, David, where they chose not to substitute off. Sometimes a lot of the teams will try and substitute off very often, maybe every set. And Manly that time, they decided just to stay on, drive the ball away from their box, and I think it's probably caught Cyclones a little bit off guard. So it was a good pick up there, David, and resulted in a try for Manly.
Yeah, it's a good ploy there by Manly. They're playing nice and direct up in either centre of the field, or they've been going the opposite field. So they're going to try a few of their plays towards the back end of the game. And here's the 7 for the Cyclones in Scully. Scully will play the ball on the 7. They give it out to Bevan. Bevan on to Ward. Ward's with the ball, and once again, not too much attacking pressure there for Manly to defend. And here we go, once again, away from their box they go. So they'll go 3 drive down the sideline. There's 2. Here's 3 coming, and once again, look at the ground they're making. That's the 8 and Patchett. Here we go, the 2 steps inside Skinner. Now they'll recycle the ball back towards their box with the 10 in Low. Low's down, and here's a 1 in Elkins. He fires the ball out to the wing. And once again, just a flow. Cyclones cannot keep up with the speed and the pressure, and they've opened them up once again. Just trying to catch the number. Could have been number 11, French again, that got himself a try, but could have picked himself up an injury there.
Yeah, Manly just charging down the field, and until Carlingford can get a bit of a feel, like as in a feel for the game, or match that driving speed so they can get back on side, they're always going to be in trouble. It's like the whole team's offside on every dump.
And here we have Brown with the ball. He slips over, but play on's the call, and here's Hodges at half. Back to Brown, onto the 10 in Smith. Smith will go to half. We'll get Brown out. Smith looking for an open player. Throws it out the back to Mr. No One at that point. It went behind the players, so Manly ball. We'll see if their tactic goes down the sideline again, or whether they'll go to the box for this set. But no, here they come once again, straight away from the box. And here's touch 2, touch 3. They'll go through down the sideline again, and steps back in. He recycles the ball into the 14, and that is Gore. Gore's down in the middle. He gets the ball back. He goes direct again. Here's 13 from half in Masters. He's one to watch out for. Here's Masters getting the ball down. Gore out of half. He steps back, hits a link, but just threw it into the ground. He sort of threw the ball down rather than up towards the link hole.
Yeah, they probably had the number if he actually dummied and went through or back to the bottom of the screen on the left side. It didn't look like there was a number there to the right.
Here we have good defensive pressure here by Manly, and here's the 16 for the Cyclones. That would be Jordan. Out of half they go. They've got the overlap. That ball's gone into the grandstands. A little bit too big, that one, but they did open them up there, Manly, so it's definitely something to look at on that play coming back for the Cyclones. And now they'll go to the box for the first time in this game, I believe it could be, but we'll see if they stay on or whether they box off. No, they're going to go off. So Gore gives it out. That would be Masters with, or Elkins with the ball. We have the fresh legs, and here's the man with the pink zinc on the face, being Sun Smart in the 5 in Walsh. Here they run a little fly play, and that's a nice play there by Manly. And once again, Patchett finishes the play in the corner, but Mr. Loveday, he's on that one. That was a forward pass.
Yeah, you've got to get up early to catch Loveday out on that occasion. Those ones are easy calls for him, mate. That's like shelling peas.
Here we go. This would be Cyclones driving the ball forward. That was close to 4 from half, but play on's a call. Here we have the 37, and that's Maguire. The 30, and Ward. Ward goes down, and Hodges out of half, and Hodges gets the ball back, dishes the ball back to Ward. That would be the centre 6 finish, so bit of a stalemate at the moment. We'll see if Manly, they're starting to work on their box side sets, and oh, look at this. They've opened them up straight down the sideline. I don't think he'll be caught. He's away. Number 11 again, and that would be French. What a set of legs, but it comes back to the play and the recycling of the ball by Manly Sea Eagles, and they've opened them up once again. That would be try 6. 6-0 after 10 minutes.
Yeah, Manly playing really relaxed footy where they got, you know, they're in front enough on the scoreboard that they're nice and relaxed. They don't mind tossing the ball around, and that even sort of compounds it for Carlingford and makes it even worse. You know, really good footy there.
So here we have Carlingford working the ball from the tap off. This will be the 47 in Brown. He's down on the 7, and here's the 5 in Hine. They're just settling it down, try and work out a play, and this is Brown. They run a rooster play. They're going to run out the back. There it is. Oh, he hit short. Good read there by number 11, French from the Manly Sea Eagles. I like the defensive reads. He can score a try, but he can also defend them. Here we have Manly once again just working the ball away from their own box. Here we have the 10. That would be Lowe. Lowe gets back to half, and here's a 2, and just couldn't control that one. So here's a good chance here for the Cyclones.
Yeah, one of the questions I got, I think yesterday, David, was about you know, often we might say 3-on-2 or 4-on-3 or 43. What is that? You know, what is that referring to? And essentially, you got if you can visualise, you've got 6 players on the field, and if you dump on, say, one of the 2 middles, if the attack goes towards the other 3 defenders, then that's a 4-on-3. If you run towards the 2 defenders, then that'll be a 3-on-2. So that's you know, a bit of unpack that a bit. If you hear a 32, 43, 4-on-3, that's what that's referring to.
Very good, thank you, Jason, for that input. And here we have the number 7 is Scully. They give the ball out to Tate. Tate is down on the link, and here's Scully trying to run short side play. Well defended there, that's Ward, sorry, with the ball. This will be the last play. They go short side, they try to catch him out napping, but Manly too good for that. Here we go, we'll see if they run their box set, or they run the play out the back, or where they're going to go away from the, they're going to go direct actually this set. So they've got a lot of change up with their rucking sets, and here we go, they're away once again, and that's a good touch there by, I think it was a 39 or 32 in Puglisi. There's a 13 for Masters. Out to Gore. Gore gives it to the 6, and that will be Lil. Once again. A little bit too easy there.
Yeah, nice little pop out or a fly, depending on what sort of language you use, but it was really nice, nicely executed. Look, and to your point about the variety of the drive, like, you know, appreciating that, you know, Carlingford haven't been able to pressure Manly as much as what maybe some of the other stronger teams will, but Manly still have shown the most variety in the drive, whether that's that 3-man or that tighter drive away from the box, or whether it's sweeping towards the box or playing out the back. a lot of variety on show here from this Manly boys outfit.
Yeah, there's a lot of variety. It's very hard to come up with a tactic to defend that when they've got so much variety as well, Jason. So here we go. Once again, Manly with the ball. We'll see what structure they come up with on this set. And this is Gore. Gives it out to the 13 in Masters. He drives the ball forward. He steps inside. So they're going to go through the middle here. This is Gore from half. And who we have here? The 6 driving the ball forward in Lil. He tries to step out and just took a bit of a dive there. So play broke down. And here's Gore. Masters getting into half. They run a ML style play. And he dives at the line, dives at the feet. But I think they got play through. Manly's on the board again. And that would be, I think it would be Elkins, possibly to get his name on the score sheet. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's sort of turned into a bit of a training run for Manly, but I think the thing that we need to take away from these sorts of games is that if you look at like the Carlingford boys, like they're all from the local comp, you know, they're obviously excelling, playing great footy for their team. Then they get selected through to play reps. Then they come along, a lot of these guys for the first time in these state titles, and this is a great exposure to them to high level touch, and they're going to have a lot of development and confidence that they'll take away from being involved in this sort of event. So lots of positives in getting the opportunity to play against some of the top teams.
Yeah, you can always improve yourself when you play against a high level. You always step up and try and be better yourself as a player. So here we go. From the 7 metre line, we've got Manly driving the ball out. They'll go away from their box once again. So they'll take a 3 drive up the sideline. Then they'll look to recycle the ball to the middle. Here we go. The number 4, he's through. There it is, Mr. Loveday. Nice driving set there by Manly. Gets a repeat set. So good field position from the 10 to work the ball through the middle. This is the 7 from Calms. Calms and Patchett just take a buddy, but they recycle the ball back in the middle to Jaros. Calms and Jaros. This is Jaros with the ball. Gives it back to Calms. They're going to run a short side sweeper play on the 4 and dishes the ball back in, and Mr. Loveday blows the PL, the whistle again, and gives another penalty.
Yeah, well, one of the things that is benefiting Manly is that the referees are doing a good job at calling the line early and getting the defenders back and calling them offside when they're offside, like here. Nathan Loveday's calling the player off. Manly hear that. They get the dive down, score a try. So they're benefiting from this higher standard of refereeing as well, which is probably a bit unfortunate if you're going for Carlingford, but Manly definitely gaining from that.
And there we go. Just gets another one on the board for the Manly. We've got a 9-0 score line, but Jaros puts one on, gets his name on the scoreboard, but well played through there by the referee. He did ask if the touch was made, and it was nice honesty there by the Carlingford player and said, no, I missed him. So try there to young Jaros, and here we go. Oh, just a little bit of a mix-up there. That's okay, there's an accident. We'll play on here, and this will be the 7 in Scully with the ball, the 47 in Brown. The old high numbers are making it hard for me here to check who's who, but we'll keep doing our best.
Yeah, the old 1 to 14's a thing of the past, David.
Yes, yeah, them days are gone. Here we have once again Brown.
I like what I saw there from Brown. He wasn't shy or overawed. Like, you're down 9-0, and he's saying, "Give me the ball. Let's run at these guys." That's a really good sign.
Here we go. Manly just a little fumble there, so they'll play through the middle. Here's the 10. The 1 out of half is Elkins. Elkins goes, he plays through. They're going to pull it back, I think, or they're going to play on, actually. I thought the referee gave up on that one, but now Skinner, Joshua Skinner gets his name on the scoreboard. And they've hit double figures, Manly.
Yeah, Patchy.
This is a good opportunity for Manly to, it's not so much get the cobwebs out, but it's to try different plays, run a few maybe different trick plays that you hadn't tried in some of the other games. Maybe when you drive, try one of those alternate sort of patterns. Sometimes you might drive, say for example, to the left side of the field. That's your main go-to. Well, now you might drive to the right and do a few change-ups. So Manly is still, in this last 5-10 minutes, they've still got plenty to gain from this match.
All right, so here's a good chance for Carlingford now with the 5 in Xavier Walsh with the ball. They're trying to construct a play, and here's a 3. This will be Hodges. They throw a long ball out. They've caught him out. Can they finish it off? Good cover defence there by the 8 from Manly and Patchett. They opened them up there, the Carlingford Cyclones.
Yes, they did, and I wouldn't be surprised if some 16 boys coaches have got the notepad out, because Manly definitely were like over-compressed, a bit of a hyper squeeze to that left side, and Carlingford really got the number pretty easy. So I think there might be some, a little bit of scouting going on maybe, David?
Yes, there could be a little bit of scouting going on, and I dare say Manly being the powerhouse that they are, there is a few other coaches out there that will come up against them later in the tournament. If you're not watching this game, or maybe you should be and taking some notes for later on in the tournament. There we go, Cyclone. They look a bit leg weary, but they're still trying hard here, and this is a good drive there by the 5 in Hine. Well, that's over the mark, but he's done well to hold the ball there in the 31 in Tate.
This is Brown again. I like it. It's good footy. It might have been forward at the ruck there. Did Nathan get that? I think Loveday's across it.
I like the prance when he gets the call right. He just prances up to the spot, takes his time, and blows a penalty. So good communicating there by Mr. Loveday. Here we have Manly plays the ball out the back. They've got the overlap once again and dishes the ball out to the winger and the man in Tate. He's a French. He's down the sideline, and the 6 in Lil gets the ball, and here comes the fresh legs. The man with the pink zinc once again in 5 in Walsh. Walsh is down, and they get the ball out to Jerosh. Here's Jerosh and also Carms. Carms and Jerosh dishes the ball between each other. Carms is down. Jerosh with the ball. He dishes the ball and a Rooster play. They give it out to the winger and the French. Once again, that could be 4 for him. Young French, he's been good on the wing. And Manly, 11-0.
That'd be close to it's the top score that I've seen on the stadium. But one of the things with that you see, probably with all 3 of these referees, but particularly with Loveday, is that we often talk about positioning of the referees, and I think when the referees' comms are good and they've got a good read of the game, they're sort of anticipating what's going to happen before it happens, and then it just looks like they've got a lot of time. And I think we're seeing that with the 3 referees here, but particularly Loveday on some of those calls, it's like he's one step ahead of it, which is really good skill to have.
Probably also game knowledge too. With our top level referees, they've got very good game knowledge, so they know what the game's doing and how it's played, and they work a lot with coaches, so it's very well done. Here we go with Hodges, dives the ball at the line, and just an easy turnover, and look at the transition by Manly. They don't let the Cyclones rest.
Yeah, they did well there. And, coaches with a keen eye would have noticed that, again, the Manly winger, the number 8 there, was well inside the links. There was a lot of space, a big overlap that Carlingford had on this side. So although it wasn't necessarily a Carlingford try, there is little things that you can pick up. If you're at home tuning in on a bar TV, checking out the stream.
Yes, and here's the 10 in low. He drives the ball forward, and this is Elkins gets the ball on a Rooster play, and I think that could be played through. No, they're going to call play 6, so number 30 there in Ward, he did retreat the 7 metres required and made the touch, so Cyclones will ruck the ball out off their own 7 metre line. And here we go in the 37 in Maguire. He drives the ball forward. They're all wanting to get off the field here. This is Maguire again. He doubles up and makes a good drive. And the 31 in fresh legs in Tate. They drive the ball through the middle, and here's the 29 in Ross. Ross on the sweep. They step back, come back towards their box side. Play on's a call, and there's no real numbers there, and Manly numbered up and defended that set really well. So here they go. Manly with their chance to ruck the ball out. They recycle it out through 10 through low. Here's the 3 in Crotty. Crotty and low. They dish the ball out, try to save a touch. That could have been 4, yes. Well picked up by both referees there, and I think the Manly team might have actually gave themselves up on that one.
Yeah, a little bit. Sometimes we do that, especially when it gets late in the games, and a little bit tired, a little bit less energy. You sort of tend to concede some of those things.
Here's the 5 in line with the ball. There's a 16 going down in Jordan. They're just going to get a roll ball call, and Jordan will play the ball off to Ross. Back to Jordan. Here we have Ross once again with the ball. So they'll look to get a strike dump and get a play, and they may play out the back. Yes, they do, and couldn't find the target once again. So once again, Manly staying nice and tight, creating that overlap, and unfortunately Cyclones just don't have that long ball. Here we have Manly down the sideline again. This is the 8 in Patchett. He's away. Was a touch made? I think it was called there by Hine, and good defence there by the young man from the Cyclones.
Yeah, it's been a very polished performance from Manly. I particularly like that variety that we've seen in the drive, and that'll serve them well coming into the finals part of the tournament tomorrow.
And this is Lil with the ball. Lil and Gore in the middle. Gore will go down on the 7-metre line. He gets a quickie play. It did well picked up. Nathan Loveday didn't play that between his legs, and now he's given him a penalty. He's thrown the ball away, so he's not taking none of this stuff from the young boys. Here we go. Cyclones working the ball through the middle. Oh, just a cheap turnover there. So Manly will get a good chance from the 10-metre line.
Yeah, we saw that Loveday. He did a nice little substitution there rather than running back. We spotted that. It's coming to you live on Bar TV.
Can't hide from the TV, Mr. Nathan Loveday. And here we go. Look at this. Calms flying on from the sub-box. Oh, he just gets touched there by Tate. So once again, Manly with basically a full set of 6 to attack the Cyclones try line with a minute to go on the clock, and the 4 in Alexander will work with Jeros. They give the ball out to Calms on the short side sweeper. Here's Alexander, dishes the ball. He could have went himself. I think he does know it. He probably should have just dived at the line.
It was a good save there from the winger. He had a lot of traffic running at him, and he was nice and calm and come up with the play.
Here's Calms and Jeros out of half. They've got the 3-on-2 that they needed. Trying to find open space. He fires it out to the furthest wing. And French finishes the ball in the corner, but what a long ball there by young Jeros.
Yeah, we say it almost every game. It's one of the most difficult things in touch football to get into the in-goal, dummy half, you know you can't score, and then calm yourself down and look for the open player. On that occasion, the open player was 42 metres away, so absolutely outstanding vision and skill. And this Manly side, you know, put a circle around them, you're going to be seeing them come finals time tomorrow.
Yeah, I definitely think. And there's a hooter in the background. Can they get a late consolation try? But unfortunately, Cyclones couldn't get one on the board, and a very dominant performance there by the Manly 16 boys, and a 12-0 scoreline. Please stay tuned to all coverage by Bar TV. A big thank you to them. Also our partners in ISC, Budgie Smuggler, Gripstar Socks, Hyperactive Merchandise, and like I said, a big thank you to Bar TV, and also all you out there tuning in. Please stay tuned with another game coming to you very shortly.
Riley, you want to tell Come.
Oh, you sure?
Sorry. Oh, Jesus.